welcome to Happy Art Creations. I'm Tammy and we're going to do a flip cup today. This is a really good one to use, a good pour, if you're just learning how to do fluid art. Now when you do any kind of, like we've always talked about, consistencies and things like that, one thing about a flip cup is that when you're doing this, you do not want it to be too thin. Okay, so we've got this mixed up. I've got all different colors. I did some dioxazine purple, and I added a little bit of black to get it even deeper, and it's a really nice rich purple. The colors I'm using are actually viewer and friend choice. I posted on Instagram and also on my regular Facebook page, and anyhow, I had four color palettes, which you can find on Pinterest if you're interested. 4 color palettes to pick, and this is the one that everybody picked overall. It was between B and C, and this was C. So I believe it was C, B and C. But it was C that won. So anyhow, I was trying to pick colors that were nice and cheerful. One of the fun things about this, and I pray this turns out, because what I'm going to do is offer this painting today as a prize, in a sense. You only have to do 2 things. All I ask is you go to the YouTube, watch my video, like my video, and subscribe. That's all I'm doing. YouTube will let me know who has done those things, and what I'll do is I'll throw it in the proverbial hat, reach in, and I'll pull out a winner. And you'll get to keep this painting after it's all ready. Now, with each of these colors, they're a mixture of, I have to tell you, I'm sorry, there's to get the color to match the color palette, it was a little bit difficult, and I tried to get as close as possible. But anyhow, there's deep turquoise, there's aqua, there's a little bit of ultramarine blue. I was trying to get all kinds of things just to get these colors just right. This one here is just violet purple with a little bit of white added. Feels a little bit thick, but I'll double check. This here, it looked like it was either a light blue or silver. It wasn't white, so I kind of picked a silver and added just a little bit of the white metallic. I mean, the silver metallic is wonderful in itself. This is the Deco Art sterling silver, and it's real pale in itself, but I wanted to add just a little bit more creaminess in this. This again was a mixture of colors just to get it to from the differences between these 3. This one's a little bit brighter, this one's deeper and richer, kind of eggplant-y, kind of, sort of. Okay, they've sat for a little bit. This here is turquoise, and it has some white in it and things like that, just to lighten it up, just to get it to where it kind of matched the... this one's a new one. I went over at Target, and they had a few things on their one little row that they have of crafts. It's called Ceramic Coat Flash Metallic, and it's in green, and it's kind of like a green gold. Oops. See that? And so I thought I'd try it, but this was definitely one of the colors that was there. So basically this is what I've got, and in each one of these I'm going to try to get some cells, and cells are the little round circles and things that pop up, that come up underneath your paint and add more texture and design to your art piece, and that's what we're wanting. So I put 3 drops of the Spot On treadmill belt silicone oil. Mine fell on the ground, and as you can see, it's a mess. So it broke. There we go. It broke. So I just used a little dropper, and it works fine. There was a few of these that were just a little bit thicker. You do not need a whole lot more to thin them down. You do not want this thin. And I've already stirred in my silicone really well. You don't want too much of your metallics. You don't want those too thin. Most of this is 1 part paint to approximately 1 to 1.5 parts of your pouring medium. Depending on where I got my paint, some of it was already pre-made and I had it ready to go. Some was made with Floetrol and water, and then another one, the majority of these are made with 70% glue all and 30% water. That's my pouring medium, and a lot of people use that when they're doing things like that. Yeah, that feels good. And you get basically about a mound on a mound, kind of, sort of. Okay, and I've stirred in. Oh, this is luscious. I'm looking for, I've not used this before, and it is really pretty. And so, yeah, this one feels really good. And when you do this here, it does a mound on a mound. It does not sink through like, go straight through like you do when you have a Dutch pour. That's pretty liquid. And so I'm going to try to get these poured up in these cups. Then we're going to flip them over. We're going to drag them down. I think this one I'm going to go that way. Okay? And at that point, we'll go from there. Okay? So I'm going to start here at this end. Now this is a 12 by 8 piece of MDF board. It doesn't need to be gessoed or anything of that sort. It's ready to go, and on the back I've already taped it. Okay, just to keep it clean. It's a really nice piece of hardwood. Well, a mixture of woods, whatever MDF is, it's got a lot of good stuff in it. So on this one here, I'm going to try to use all of these colors in these cups. These are 3-ounce cups. Generally there is a, usually if you take your length times your width, times that, and you get a certain total, and then you divide that by 28, and it gives your approximate need. Now it says I need 3 ounces. Well, I just don't think that's right. And I've used this calculation before, but it just doesn't seem right. So in the bottom, I'm going to go ahead and start with my purple. Purple and green don't always go good together, so what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to add a little bit of the silver and white, kind of as a buffer. Okay. Now I'm going to add the luscious green gold, and I hope this turns out really pretty. And you would rather have too much paint than not enough when it comes to doing these, okay? The flip cups, you need to have enough paint. Because you want to stretch your cells, but you don't want to overstretch them. So I'm just kind of covering the tops of each one. Look at this pretty purple. I don't know what to call it, but boy, is it pretty. Alrighty. I love these colors, and it looks like it's going to work out okay. You don't even have to put a flood coat on this because you're going to cover it anyhow. Alright, let's put a little bit more of this silver. I don't know if the silver is even going to show up. It may act more like a white. I'm not quite sure. I haven't used this before. I just got it in the mail. And again, I'd rather have too much paint, y'all, than not enough. I do think this is going to be too much. The thing is, you saw me here, and I'm pouring these in basically just like the same, right? Basically the same. And but they'll all come out different. When it's time to process this, oops, I will show you how I clean silicone. It's very simple. I'm almost so tempted to put green on top, this little green. Should I? Or should I put some of the dark? Oh, let me try a little. How about if I put it on these two, like this, and then put a little bit of dark in this one. And so the one in the middle will be the one that's a little different. Okay, so let me move these out of the way. A little bit here, out of the way. Okay, how's everybody's day going? I haven't done a whole lot. Oh, look how shiny that is. I think I might like this. Okay, here we go. I'm almost start on this one. You ready? 1, 2, 3. There we go. The next one we'll put right here on this side. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I made a mess, but look at the cells. Oh my gosh. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, and 3. Oh, that was even worse. I should have stood up to do it, but you know what? That's okay. That's okay. I'll try to catch some of that and put it back up on the board because it won't hurt for it to be there. All right. Let's just kind of tap. Some people spray it with a little bit of silicone WD-40, really. Oh, look at these colors. Oh my gosh, this is going to be gorgeous. I think I'm already in love with this Ceramic Coat Flash Metallics. Now, I was doing the Color Flash. I think it was from Folk Art. And I did do that, but I didn't have that color. And I just happened to be over at Target getting some groceries, and bam! Okay, you ready for this? All I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it here and bring it down. Bring this up. I'm just collecting some of the paint. Okay, look at that. Oh my gosh. Okay, now I'm going to do this one. I'm going to take the same thing doing it and I'm going to bring it this way, okay? Oh, that went a little wild. Okay, well, we'll just move on. This one here, we're going to do it like that. I definitely have plenty of paint. So I'm not going to worry about it too much. Oh my gosh, look at these colors. This would be great in a kid's room, a bathroom, anything. Just, it's cheerful, it's happy, and it looks gorgeous. Look at these cells. Like, oh my gosh, okay. Well, let me pop some bubbles. It always takes 2 tries. There we go. I'm going to pop my bubbles, and then I'm going to pour. Tilt. Okay, so the time to do my tilting, I'm going to tilt to the least resistance right here, and I don't need as much here. So let's go ahead and just, oh wow, pour this way. I'm going to do it very slowly if I can. Kind of bring it down and over. You try to bring it back to the middle, but since I'm on this side, I'm going to go ahead and get this corner. Just like that. Okay, now I'm going to bring it back to the middle. Look at these colors! Woo! Alright, so now we're going to go this way, straight down. I don't know about you, but this is looking awful good. And I don't want to stretch too much, but I do want to go over this other corner. Let's see if I can walk it slowly that way. And then bring it over that corner like that. Bring it back to the middle as best as you're able. Now, you're not going to have straight lines up and down. And honestly, I don't like straight lines up and down. Let me look on this side here. Okay, I just need to pour a little bit, so I'm going to walk it. Didn't take much. I still have quite a bit of paint on this. But I don't want to overdo. I do not want to overstretch, so I'm going to bring this back to the middle. Okay. This purple was so dark. It is pretty. Okay, I'm going to check my edges. This isn't going to take long once you prepare your paint. Preparing your paint's probably the hardest thing about all of this. Okay, I'll take this. And there is quite a bit of paint left over here, and I'm going to show you what I do, because I don't like to waste. We know that already, don't we? Doesn't take much to cover these edges with an MDF. At least this one. This one's really pretty. I'm going to go ahead and torch it again. Get some more of any bubbles. And I do see some bubbles, and it might bring up some more cells. This is pretty cell-like. It's got a lot. But I love the colors and the shimmer in this. And sometimes things just don't want to pop, like that one. So I'm going to pop it. There we go. Alright. That is absolutely gorgeous. Wow. Okay. Hang on just a sec. I'm going to pause this and then I'm going to bring the camera down so you can see this up close, okay? Because it really doesn't do it any justice. Wow. Okay, look at this. Let's start up here. This is the top right-hand corner. I do have a terrible glare. I apologize. I'm going to try to stay at an angle like this. And it's really hard to get even that shine and glimmer. My husband laughs at the way I do videos. I am not a good videographer. When we're taking pictures of family or grandkids, they're always going every which way. Anybody else like me? But if you see that, look at that. Isn't it pretty? And these are the colors people picked. They don't necessarily look, but you never know what you're going to get with this one. Yeah, I got a lot of glare. There we go. See that? Isn't that gorgeous? And the lines are beautiful. And it'll keep developing, so it's not finished yet. Alrighty. Well, I want to say thank you for coming and visiting with me tonight here at Happy Art Creations. I'm glad that you're here. I pray that your night is good and that you sleep well and that you stay safe. And I hope that this brought a little bit of happy to your heart today. Alrighty, I'll be seeing you soon. And hey, go ahead, don't forget, if you want to be entered in to the contest, the giveaway, the free giveaway, all you have to do is watch my video, like it, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell for all if you like. I would gladly appreciate it. I'm just trying to build up. But hey, this will belong to somebody. And I'll just throw everybody's name in a hat and pull it out. And I'll let you know. We'll do it on a quick live video or some type of video. Okay, I'll talk to you later and I'll show some pictures online up close. Okay, take care. Bye-bye. Hey, y'all. Hey, Tammy back here. I just wanted to show you. I almost forgot. What I usually do if I have a lot of paint left over, which I did, and I probably should have watched what I was doing, but I didn't. So I do two things. I have these glass cabochons right here, okay? And so I take a golf tee and I put some of the little poster putty on it, okay? And I put it to the rounded side. I put to the rounded side of the glass cabochon, all right? And then I'm going to find a place somewhere here that I think is going to look gorgeous as maybe some jewelry or something different, okay? So let's see. I don't have a whole lot of green jewelry, so this is some pretty stuff. How about right in here? Now, I just bring it up like that. Now, this is the back side of it, and you really won't see the other side. But basically, that's called dipping. And I take dipping, and I just kind of take it off gently. And where did my tray go? I had a tray. Oh, right behind me. Anyhow, and I stick it on one of these trays, and it kind of keeps it up in a position I want it to do. Okay, then I do one other thing. Let me set this right here, because you can never waste this much paint and not do with it. I take my coaster, and I make sure the back is covered, and I can take it, and it's some beautiful, look at this. Is that not gorgeous? Now you want to make sure you don't smear it too much, but I'm going to cover that. I'm not really worried. Now this did have silicone in it, so it's gonna show up some silicone. Now isn't that gorgeous? And I'm going to take it all the way around. I might even get a full set, but I'm going to show you what I do. Okay. I do not want to waste this. Okay, I'm going to bring this around, cover my side. Oh, I did that all in underneath there. Cover my sides. And I just take it, and here's another little spot. Well, it looks like it's going to be a little crazy and whopper jaw there, and it could be. But I'm going to take, oops, is it this comb? I'm going to take this comb right here and blow this around a little. Well, it's not moving a whole lot, but I'm just going to go like this. And it brings it around. Then I'm going to start again. And if I want to make another design, look how pretty. Now this is going to be shiny. Alright, there's a little spot that just doesn't have enough. Right there. Okay, so I'm going to go back the other way like that. Catch a ride on one of the already started ones. Now look at that. Now that's going to dry absolutely gorgeous. Okay, let me set that down. And I've got enough to do more, so if you're okay, we'll just do a double ditty. A double ditty. So I'm going to just take my little spatula right here, and I'm going to gently bring it like that. Can you see that? And I'm getting that paint just like that, and I'm gently, let's see if I can get it to flow over a little bit, until it stops moving, okay? And I'm just going to get it from with all over the place here. All over the place. And I'll bring it around like that. Now this isn't how I do all of mine, but it's definitely how I do if I know, oh gosh, I've got just way too much leftover paint. And when I'm done, and it really doesn't matter that this is a mix mash of colors. They're all the colors that were used together just now. I'll go around and make sure that my sides are covered real quick. Alright. Really don't have a lot of paint on this. It looks like I do, but I don't. And I'm going to take my little comb and do the same thing. Start back into the little place I've already done it. I could leave it like that if I want, or I can go back the other way, which I think is kind of pretty. Can you see that? These are going to be gorgeous, especially when that green gold, and I always have extra tiles with me, okay? Always. I keep them close by. Let me see if I can get up closer so you can see that. See? And I'm trying not to make mud, because sometimes when you start mixing a bunch of colors together, you will get mud. But we have already so far gotten 2, and I know I can get 2 more out of this. Y'all, I'm sorry about the glare on this light overhead. Something's gotta go. Okay, I'm gonna check my sides. You can always take your finger there and go around too if it didn't quite work. And it looks like there's just a big mismatch of colors, and there really is. See? Big mismatch. I mean, no big deal, but once you do this, it's like it brings it all together. Now this is, anybody can do this. See it? Look how gorgeous it is. It's gorgeous. Now I have one more I can do. I've got plenty of paint right there and some over here. So let's see what we can get out of this, okay? We're going to start right here. See how pretty? Look how pretty that green is. And where that mud kind of looks like mud, I'm going to go ahead and put that over. Sometimes the purples will do that. Okay, we're going to get our sides. I could pour it, I could move it around if I wanted to. But I don't know if I want to, because I kind of like those colors on top like that. So I'm really not real concerned about it. Okay, here we go. Dippity-doo-dah. And I always line back up with the previous line so that it's not totally mishmashed. See there, I go like that. And I make sure I go back into it. Alright, so this is the 4th one. So far we've gotten one painting, one piece of jewelry, and I'm thinking I can get one more coaster. And what I'm doing right now with my coasters is that I'm doing pieces of art for people, and I'm giving them away free. So even, you know, if you know someone who's pretty sad or upset about what's going on in the world, and there's a lot going on, they feel like they're hopeless, they feel like they just can't do life anymore. Well, what I'm doing is I'm asking if anybody knows somebody that is in a really bad place, that's really sad, feeling hopeless. Okay? I will send them a piece of art. They'll be free of charge. They won't know. It'll be like a Secret Santa. Okay? A Secret Santa. And the card inside will just say, "This was sent." Look how pretty that is, and when this all dries. So, let me show you what we've done, and I'll keep talking. The card will say, "This was sent to you by someone who cares and wanted to cheer you up." And the only other things that it says in there, it says, "You are loved. There is hope, and you are not alone." So I'm sending those out to people who will private message me. Please do not put this on public. Don't put somebody's name and address on the public. Private message me either at Happy Art Creations. You can definitely do that, or you can find me at Tammy Owen. I'll put the stuff at the bottom. Please do not leave a comment with that information. I do not share people's information on my site. It is private, and I do not want that to happen. If I do see it, I will delete it, and I'm so sorry. Because I can't have that out there. But anyhow, I would love to share this. And let me show you one that's done. Wipe my hands. Here's one that's part of a set. It's absolutely beautiful. And I'm going to put it, I mean, it's a coaster. It's resined, but it's also a piece of art. Look at that. It's gorgeous. And I want to send some cheerfulness, something to remind somebody that they are loved, there is hope, and they're not alone. And I'm sending with them a little easel for it to stand on. They can either use it like that, or they can use it as a coaster. This is resin with KS resin, and so it goes up to 475 degrees. So they can put anything, a hot cup of coffee on it, but every time they use it, it's a reminder that someone cares about them. There's a lot of people out there right now that just need a little pick-me-up, and that's what I'm doing. I ask, Lord, what can I do? And this is what I can do right now. So I'm doing about one a week. So if you send these in and private message me to Happy Art Creations, please make sure that it's the private message. Message me privately. I will take down their name and their address. I will put it in a hat, because I'm getting quite a few, and I'll draw out a name. So for the next 4 to 8 weeks, I'm going to be doing one a week, and then I'm going to do once a month to send this out as long as I'm able to do it. I just wanted to let you know also that this paint didn't go to waste. Y'all, look at this. These, I wish you could see these up close, how beautiful they are. They're beautiful. And when our jewelry piece is ready, I'll show you that. But right now it's sitting upside down, and the art is underneath on the other side. So anyhow, this is what we have right here. The rest of this is basically mud, so I'm not going to do any more. But I did get a painting and 5 coasters. So I've got like a coaster set, and then I got an extra one that I could send to somebody who might need some cheering up. So again, thank you for coming to Happy Art Creations. I'm glad that you're here. I hope that your heart is a little bit happier since you've been here. I know mine is. And so thank you, and I'll see you soon. Toodaloo. Bye-bye.